notice on your buy list, as has been the case quite often in the past, you've got a fair number of media companies or companies that are related to sports, and you can talk about them in just a minute. But I'd like to ask you specifically about one category of sports-related stocks that I don't see on your list, and that is the sports gambling stocks. Are they not part of your horizon right now? You just don't like them? Tell me.
No, we were very early on. Look, I've been following the gaming industry for years, obviously going back to Kirk Kerkorian when he first went public. And so bottom line, we do have MGM. We like what Barry Diller did. We like what's going on there. We like the dynamics there, a little chilling from what's going on in Macau. We don't know how the license renewals will go. The gaming stocks and the infrastructure, FanDuel and DraftKings, in terms of the UK base, we have a team in London that covers Flutter, which owns FanDuel, and the notion of Fox owning a piece of that because they own the sports group that became part of Flutter. How much will they pay? How much will they have to buy? They can own 18% of FanDuel. So we like that. We like the company in Reno, Nevada called Caesars, one of the best managed domestic companies. They've teed it up right. We like Sue Kim, who runs Bally's. They just had a financing. Bally's was a company that had two, let's say, less than regional local sports betting in Twin River. They bought the parts of what Caesars could not own when Eldorado bought Caesars. So that we like. But the second part is the sports teams themselves. We like the conduits for that. We like the fact that online betting will keep broadcast individuals watching a game longer because somebody will bet on it. Will the Knicks win in overtime, for example? Why did they go to overtime? How much can I bet on that on game, in game? And what are the mechanics of doing that? So we like that ecosystem. And in that context, what are the sports companies? Well, Madison Square Garden sells at $182, and there's 24 million shares. And you're talking about getting the Rangers for free. They've also had a win streak. And if you buy it here, and there's going to be a lot of players that like Bitcoin, but they also like limited companies that they can buy in the sports fields. I think that's one. As an example, you can also have MGS, Madison Square Garden Entertainment, but that's the venues, and they accumulating names of subscribers. The same thing with Live Nation. They have a lot of names that they can use to monetize and bring that to the table. The one stock I will look at and recommend is Sinclair at $30. The stock has 75 million shares. 30 times 75 is $2.5 billion. And when you look at the cash flow from the broadcasting, and you assume that the regional sports networks, which they bought at an ill-timed way, are non-recourse, and they can figure out how to monetize that, I think I can make 50% over the next 2 years, particularly since the spring of 2022 will be a midterm election all over again, and the broadcasters will have another ballast in terms of people spending money, not individuals, politicians spending money on advertising.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.